Well, as you know, 3 weeks ago, DirecTV dropped this network Newsmax from their lineup, making Newsmax the second conservative channel to be deplatformed by DirecTV in the past 12 months. Former Congresswoman Tulsi Gabbard recently came to the defense of this network on Twitter. She wrote this: "Democracy means not just tolerating opinions we don't like, but actively defending their right to exist. By dropping Newsmax this week and OAN last year, AT&T's DirecTV is actively censoring conservative voices and fueling the fire of divisiveness that is tearing this country apart." Again, that from Tulsi Gabbard. I want to bring in now Matt Schlapp. He is the chairman of CPAC, and he joins us live. Matt, always great to see you. Thanks so much. Bottom line, is Tulsi right? Is she onto something there?
Yeah, boy, Tulsi's increasingly right about everything, and she'll be with us at our CPAC conference, and it's great to have her voice in this really unfortunate circumstance. I mean, the thing that I think is the most offensive to me is Newsmax is asking for a fair rate for this great program that you guys all are part of putting out. And what these big companies want is they want to just use your content and not have to remunerate you for it. It's almost like they want you to be PBS. And of course, they've taken over PBS, which is another. They've even made like Big Bird into a woke left-winger. So they just destroy everything they touch. And I think Newsmax, yes, you're a corporation and you have to worry about your bottom line and you got to run your company, but this is a bigger cause. And Tulsi's right. This is the cause of whether or not woke corporations will silence all of us and our politics. They think we're a tiny minority. We're not. We're a majority of this country. We love this country. We love cops. We love the Constitution. We love the military. We think parents are the most important people to raise kids. These are not radical ideas. These ideas are mainstream ideas, and they are on display prominently in Newsmax all day long.
Yeah, and reporting on perhaps facts that maybe aren't being covered on other news outlets as well. A lot of breaking news, a lot of correspondence, a lot of hard work that goes into getting the viewers the information they need each and every day. We were going back to Tulsi Gabbard. She was once a presidential contender. We've got a new one here joining the ranks. This one, though, for 2024. That's Nikki Haley, as you know. She threw her hat in the ring. Let me play this for you. This is her announcement, and then I'll get your response. Here's that.
We're ready to move past the stale ideas and faded names of the past. And we are more than ready for a new generation to lead us into the future. We won't win the fight for the 21st century if we keep trusting politicians from the 20th century. America is not past our prime. It's just that our politicians are past theirs.
She's made a few remarks, but she does hone in on a new generation of leadership. Matt, your response to Nikki Haley, the first one to officially step up since former President Donald Trump has officially declared his candidacy.
Well, look, I give her a lot of credit. This is a hard thing to do. She's taken on Donald Trump, who's leading in all the polls. Nikki Haley will be with us at CPAC. She's going to make her pitch to the activists. I guess the only reaction I have that's mildly critical is this whole, I'm not an Anglo-Saxon, and I'm not old. I'm a young woman of color and ethnic diversity. I think we are a very tolerant movement. I know we are. And I know we're a heck of a lot more tolerant than the left, which is not tolerant at all anymore. But I also think that what the Republican voters want is they want to know you're going to fight like hell against this woke mob and against socialism. They don't really care how old you are. They don't really care if you're male or female. They just want you to fight like hell. If Nikki Haley turns out to be the person that will fight like the Dickens for the country, she's got a real shot. If it's going to be just about I'm young and I'm a different kind of candidate, I just think Republicans are so exhausted of the push for diversity over competence that I think she's going to have to find a new message if she's going to get there.
We've got a friend joining us here. This is Jeffrey Lord. He is the former White House advisor and contributing editor for the American Spectator. I'm sure you were listening along, Jeff. Can you jump into that conversation as well in discussion with perhaps identity politics a little bit there at play, but also looking ahead to who would step in the ring here with former President Trump?
Well, the first thing I'm going to look forward to is CPAC, where I will be seeing my friend Matt in a couple of weeks and all sorts of other conservatives. But, one of the things that I think is really going on here, I think that the battle for 2024, both for the Republican nomination and the general election beyond that, is not between any of these candidates and Donald Trump. I think it's between the media and Donald Trump. I think they are obsessed. The media is obsessed with President Trump. And so they will use any of these candidates to try and get at him in any way that they can. They will bring up, in Nikki Haley's case, the fact that she worked in the Trump administration. In the case of other candidates who had supported him in the past, that will be brought up. It's always about Trump, 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 instead of ideas and all of this. And I like Governor Haley. I think she's terrific. But I would like to know what ideas she is casting aside. I mean, conservative Supreme Court justices, tax cuts, peace through strength. I mean, what? I mean, I hope she'll tell us.
It's early. It's early, but we'll see. And you'll have the time to ask her. I believe you said she'd be at CPAC. Matt Schlapp, thank you so much. Always great to see you. I know you got a big event ahead of you.